mercy, and all the guys that were injured tonight on either side. I pray that they recover and heal. Great game, great opponent. I knew Joey would have those guys ready to play at all points from the beginning to the end, and they were. We started out slow. It's not indicative to who we are, but I felt confident that in the second half we were going to do what we ultimately did. Main thing was stopping the run and giving Shador time to throw the ball. And I think he was sacked 3 times. One of them, I think, was on him. A couple of them might have been on him. But other than that, we did a great job. I know the back had 143 yards, but a lot of them came in the fourth quarter when we were in cover 2 and we were just trying to eliminate the pass. But other than that, young men played a really good game in a tumultuous environment. And I'm happy with the outcome. Let's go. Ready, sir?
Hi, Coach.
How you doing?
Good. Nikki Edwards, Sports Report. You guys come out into the second half. You scored 21 points.
Yeah.
You mentioned the slow start. What changed at the half, and how did you feel like you performed?
It's almost like they got to get hit in the face. They got to get slapped. They got to get, they got to feel it. They got to feel the flow of the game. And I don't know why we're like that, because we do everything in the power to, even the way we script practices to get started. And the emphasis is on let's get out to a good start, because we knew if we got out to a good start, the sky's the limit. Every game that we've gotten out to a great start, we've been very strong. Victory margin, I think, has been about at least 14 points when we got out to a good start. But we came on in and did a great job.
Coach, the tortillas, it sounds like some other things were being thrown down on the field. Have you ever experienced something like that before?
Yeah, they've thrown everything but my mom and me. In my career, you gotta understand, I played baseball and football, so batteries and all kind of stuff. So this is normal. So we try to prepare our young men for that. Thank God, tortilla, that's what you call it, right? It's soft, it's not hard. But when they start throwing the water bottles and those other objects, that's when you gotta learn the officials and say, okay, now, tortilla is one thing, but water bottles is another thing. That get a little crazy. But I'm thankful. I think Joey grabbed the microphone and tried. And there was a time out when his kids was down and he said, man, I apologize. I said, no, I had to do it last week. So I had to do the same thing. I had to grab the microphone and talk to our students as well about throwing things. So he handled it professionally, and that's indicative of who he is.
Was that what the conversation with the officials there was about?
No, that was something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was something else. So one of the officials said something that you probably should have said.
One of them, sorry, what did you say?
One of the officials.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The official said something to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You guys came out, punted on your first 4 drives, and then you scored on 6 of your next 7 drives. How resilient do you think this group is, and do you think that tonight was their most resilient showing of the season?
I'm not going to say this is the most resilient, because I think we came back at the end of the game with the third and one game. It was resilience coming back from the deficit. But I'm proud of them because they never give up, and I don't flinch because I know who they are. I know, okay, it's gonna come. It's gonna come. It's not about the play calling. It's not about we're just not executing. We're not executing doing what's called in certain plays. And you have one guy bust or another guy busted. That disarms and disables the whole darn play. And that's the kind of foolish things that happens that you may not know of.
Right. Hey, Coach, just defensively, I want to ask you 2 guys.
Mm-hmm.
You're missing Shane Coates tonight. Amari steps in. It looks like he had just a fantastic game. You talk about him, and then also,
One at a time. Amari understood his opportunity. He understood his time. I mean, everybody's talking about they want to go pro, but you got to practice like a pro. You got to play like a pro and perform like a pro. So he had his opportunity and he took advantage. We told him there's a difference between a chance and an opportunity. Sometimes we take chances and we're responsible for that chance, giving that guy the chance. He had an opportunity, man, and he made good on it.
and then the other guys, Kyle Green, he's been fantastic all year. He was a monster tonight. It seemed like
Say that again?
Kyle Green just seems like he was a monster setting the tone in that run defense tonight.
Yeah, well, he did a great job. We got some guys that I think the front was responsible for what transpired tonight, setting the stage for stopping the run consistently. I mean, they got yards, but there was yards later on in the game that they just got. But we probably would have held the gentleman to under 100 yards had we really had the game played out like it was supposed to.
Coach, just seeing Shiloh make the play kind of at the end of the game, obviously the heads up, I think everyone on Texas Tech thought the ball was completed them.
Right.
What was it like to kind of see him make that game sealing?
Well, we play till we hit a whistle, man. That's what we practice. And he does that in practice quite a bit. He really does. He plays the whistle, scoops the ball, or these guys are picking the ball off, getting to the sideline. Big play, put the game out of reach. Great play. Great play for him.
We saw Cash Cleveland come in as center. What went into that decision and putting him
I don't
in?
know yet. I don't know yet, but we're not scared to put him in. If he practices, and he was practicing with one all week, they were alternating. So if I don't know what prompted that, because during the game, there's so many things happen, but we don't flinch when Cash is in. It's not like we're stepping down. We're not whatsoever. You're talking about a guy who watched a ton of film. You're talking about a guy who's tremendously prepared. You're talking about a guy who's probably outweighed every game, but he knows technique and fundamentals, and he does the job. So I'm really proud of him. And also what it shows is that we don't care about if you're a 5-star, 4-star, or walk-on, which he was. And he's out there playing a valuable time, not garbage time. He's out there playing and putting in some real production for us. So I'm proud of Cash. He's one of my favorites as well.
Whether it's 13-0 you're down or the tumultuous environment that you mentioned, is that poise, maturity, what you credit to handling both that adversity and the environment?
We thrive on that. We thrive on that. We've always been in adverse situations. Everywhere we travel is an adverse situation. Everywhere we go, some of the typing and the pens and the paperwork puts us in an adverse situation. It's not one time that I'm not getting a reminder on my phone that someone's talking about us and putting us in adversity. So these young men, they were bred for this, man. We talk about this. We try to prepare them for things throughout the week that may happen, that could possibly happen, that will happen, and they stand up to the challenge. I'm proud of them. I really am for what they're doing.
Thank you. Along with the good defense on the rush, you got some big hits on Morton. They weren't able to get in the flow with that pass game that was critical today. How pleased were you with that?
Well, when you stop the run, you could predicate what's going to happen on the second and longs, third and longs, and they got a young quarterback, so he hadn't seen a lot of coverages, and truth be told, we got some really good defensive backs. We really do. Those guys, they love to play man, but we played a lot of zone tonight as well. But they're good. Early in the game, they were kicking us to death. I mean, they were kicking us to life. We were warning the officials like, this is a pick. There's no way the guys going to run wide open across the field. We don't have that coverage. We don't have the defense. The guys wide open across the field, but they were doing a great job picking, but we had to change. And Rob did a good job of putting us in the proper defense so the guys could communicate and do what we had to do to stop them.
Coach, how do you feel coaching against your buddy Joey, and what was said after the game?
Man, Joy is spirit class. I mean, I look up to Joy. Joy was the magna cum laude, like of high school football in Texas and Cedar Hill. He was him. I mean, everybody wanted their kid to have an opportunity to play with Joy, for Joy. And he's still one of those guys that when I have a question I could call, I could lean on. Even in defeat, Joy was so admirable and so encouraging and motivating for me as well. My son Bucky, who's just walking out right now, played for Joy. And so he's one of my favorites. He's truly one of my favorites, and he's a great coach in this Big 12 conference. That's the word I was looking for.
You guys talk about opportunity all the time. This is a huge opportunity for this team and be able to put themselves in position for that Big 12 title. You guys are now in sole possession of the second based off today's results. How big was this opportunity? You guys rose to the occasion.
Every game is that, isn't it?
And the stakes get higher, right?
Yeah, but I don't think we don't change with the stakes. You guys change with the stakes. We don't change with the stakes. Like what we're doing right now, we planned on it. We didn't plan on losing 2 games. We didn't plan on those things. We planned on winning, and we plan on winning each week. We're not looking for the down the street or down the road to the championship, because if we look that far, we'll never reach our destination of preparing tomorrow, practicing. If I decide to practice, depending on how this plane ride is going to be. Is it snowing back in Bouldersville? Is it good? It's beautiful? It's good. So we can practice tomorrow. It's good. So I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them, but our expectations are truly our expectations.
Coach, just want to ask a little bit about some of the penalties. I know some of them were maybe some intentional delay of games, especially But just, do you feel like it was just a little bit uncharacteristic of you guys tonight? It was, I think, it ended with 14 for about 160
Yeah,
yards.
that's not who we are. You know that. That's not who we are. The stupid stuff like hitting the quarterback, push the quarterback, that's just stupid. That's just flat stupid. We don't do that. We coach and we teach against that. First of all, we always talk about hitting it waist down. Let's go waist down. Anything waist up, it's gonna be a penalty. You already know that. And if you're not there to sack him, let him go. Let him ride. Because we can't get upset because we got some great calls on Shador as well. So that they were violent back there dealing with Shador, but that's not indicative of who we are. The little penalties, I think it was one. I forgot what Preston did in the end zone. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that kind of stuff. But the other flagrant stuff, we got to be better. We got to be smart. We don't teach that foolishness, I promise you. And I think usually when you see them make a penalty like that, you see them come right out of the game.
Last question for Coach, sir.
Hey, Coach, how did you see Shedeur Sanders kind of calm down and get the offense getting going in the second quarter?
I didn't know he calmed up. Shador, you gotta ask these guys, he rocks steady. He don't flinch. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. What was he tonight? Where is he?
30, 43 for 291 and 3 touchdowns.
He needed 9 more yards. We was trying to get him his 300. Was trying to get Travis his 100, right? So we definitely was trying, but gotta get LeJohntay his balls as well as Will. Jimmy going out really played a vital role because we had so much for Jimmy this week in the game plan, and that kind of triggered us a little bit. Furthermore, we got to do better on our kickoff teams. We got to get the darn ball in the end zone. Mate didn't have a great game punting, but at the end he came up. He was made like he was supposed to be. But we're proud of him. Wonderful win overall. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your integrity. I appreciate you calling it like it is. When we play like garbage, right? I don't give a darn about that. When we play great, make sure you give the kids their love and their support. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Coach.